Hello, hi, hi. Hi, my name is Violeta. Hello, my beautiful angels, starseeds, and dreamers. I'm so glad to see you again. I love you so much. And I'm so happy to share in this energy with you. You know, when something resonates, great. If it doesn't, leave it. You know what to do. Today's channeled message is a lot because I keep getting a lot. And so let's just start, shall we? To be honest with you, today's energy is a little bit low. It's a little bit down there. I was walking down the beach and I kept hearing recharging, recharging, recharging. I had this incredible need to recharge and I stayed there for hours, you guys. And then Spirit said, this is a message for the collective. So I was like, okay, so we're recharging. And no wonder you're recharging, because you're going through an ascension. Listen, I know you keep hearing the same thing over and over. Ascension, ascension, ascension. But the thing is, Spirit says it's like when you're really tired and you need to rest and recharge, it's because you're transitioning into something. And it's because it's been too many lessons, too much basically, too much purging or too much healing or too much growth at once, which you can handle, but then you get tired because you're a trooper, right? But the human body cannot handle so much growth in such a little time, and so you constantly evolve and ascend, but you also get a little bit tired, am I right? And you're currently experiencing some ascension symptoms like, I don't know, headaches, weird sleep patterns, exhaustion, feeling spacey, heat waves. Obviously, if you're experiencing something that's not normal, like physical symptoms that are not normal, go to the doctor, please. But I'm just saying you might be experiencing some of these things currently because you're ascending. Yay! Yay! Okay, so yesterday, it was so intense. Yesterday I got this. I looked at the clock and it was at my phone and it was 55555. 5 fives. What? And then 3 more on the computer. And I was like, oh, what? Today, 555. I'm like, listen, there's gonna be a lot of change coming to you really soon, and it's gonna be big life changes, okay? Right now is the time for change. So buckle up, Buttercup, because it's coming. It's coming. That was 5 fives plus more. Like, what? Okay. What else? So many messages. Okay, today has been a day of unlikely things in unlikely places. So I'm talking. I saw a gold car, right? Gold car. But literally just a gold car that looks like a luxury car. In the middle of this, like nowhere, just in a tiny little street. And I was like, and then there was this statue that was brass or something, but where it was, where people touched it, it looked like it went, like it rubbed off, and it looks gold in the light, right? So there was this fisherman and this fish, and the fish's tail was gold and some other parts. So gold, I'm seeing gold everywhere, also red everywhere, and red petals. So I'm thinking romance, love, the root chakra, something to do with stability, safety and love. I'm hearing a new relationship, maybe. I mean, those rose petals have been everywhere. Tell me, have you been experiencing this? Because it's really intense right now. Okay, anyway, and so the other unlikely thing, other than the gold, and I feel like it hints at wealth, you're going to get some things soon, and listen, you're going to be not rewarded, but like you're going to be gifted some abundance very soon, and you're not going to expect it. And you're not going to expect where it comes from, right? It's just going to be like, whoosh, surprise. You know, that kind of thing. And the other, sorry, really weird energy today. And the other unlikely thing was the sun was shining and there was this tiny little rain falling and rainbows. And I was like, oh. Nobody expected it to rain or for the sun to come out, but both things were happening at once. And this is such a rare thing that I felt like, and listen, there were so many white feathers everywhere. I feel like, okay, this is a huge message. You're being divinely guided into your gifts, okay? You're going to be gifted something very unlikely and beautiful and rare because you deserve it. You've worked so hard on yourself that you finally reached the point where you're being gifted these beautiful things. I'm hearing wealth, career, love, several things, probably 3 things very soon. I'm not saying tomorrow, but like really soon, you guys. Different for different people. Obviously, it's a collective, but I don't know, the rose petals and the golden things and the surprising element of it, and the 5s everywhere, it just feels big. You know, the energy is big, which is ironic because your energy is low. Your energy is tired, low, recharging, you're sluggish, you're a little bit like, okay, you know, you get up and you're like, another day, let's get through this. And don't get me wrong, you're in high vibration and you're like, you know, everything's fine, everything's good, I'm happy with my life, I have everything I need, I'm peaceful. But it's just sluggish, kind of stagnant, kind of slow energy. It's a slow energy. You're going slow and steady wins the race, right? So slowly you do something every day to move towards your goal, and you're being consistent and hardworking, and spirit sees that, and it's like, well done you, but make sure to rest as well and make sure to enjoy this time before the storm, I'm hearing. And it's not a bad storm, that's the thing. It's going to be like whoosh, big things, big changes. So enjoy the quiet before the storm. Enjoy your relaxation. Enjoy your peace. Enjoy your slowness. Because soon it's going to be more. Okay? Okay. Now a few other more specific and weird messages. I'm seeing a shark on your path. Okay, there's a shark on your path, but it was like drawn by a kid, and you're like just going along and you pass by it and nothing bad happens, so it's not a big deal. It's like the idea of it is scary, but in practice it's like a toy. So anything that stands in your path, it's not gonna even do anything, you know? Weird. Then someone feels abandoned by you. There's a dog dragging this leash around. I'm talking a collar and a leash, a pink leash, and it's dragging it around, and it's staying in like like a place where a lot of people pass, and it just stands there. It doesn't even sit. It just stands there like it's ready to go, but it doesn't know where it's going, and it's just looking at everyone around it. Like, are you my owner? Are you, where did they go? Where did you go? Kind of sad. But yeah, someone feels majorly abandoned by you. There's 2 girls and 1 boy. So I'm thinking third party, but hear me out, okay? There was someone recently that you dealt with that may have put you in a third party situation, and that you might have had to compete in some way. And the boy was all ego and bravado, and like, I'm hearing, I make all the roads. I make, like, this boy and these girls are playing in the sand, and the boy makes the roads, right? He constructs them, and the girls just dig around and follow his suit. The thing is, one of the girls follows the boy's suit, and the other girl just does whatever she wants. She's just, going around and rebelling and just doing her thing. She doesn't care about what the boy wants. And he keeps trying to rope her in, but at some point, even the girl who was listening to him goes to the other girl. So basically, the message here is, whoever you dealt with had a big ego, and they wanted to control the situation. They wanted to lead. They wanted to be the guy or the masculine or whatever. Doesn't matter the gender. But you didn't follow. You're not a follower. You're a leader. And you don't care about ego. You're not going to be like, I tell how it is, and you do this and you do this. No, you're just doing your own thing. You don't mind what anyone else is doing. You're just doing your own thing because you do it your way, and you're not going to follow someone's suit, like that. And so the other person is going to get frustrated, even though you all continue playing the game. But at some point, someone's going to have to bow out, because there's not one leader unless the boy starts following the girl. But that never happened because the boy was stubborn. So they kept separating, And the girl who followed the boy's suit kind of started following the girl, and then back to the boy, and it couldn't even decide where to go and what to do. And so when there's a group and there's 2 leaders, one with ego and one without, then you can't really form a cohesive group. And that could have been the third party situation, where the other person was just happy to go along with the guy's games, adult style this time, but you weren't. You were just not going to deal with bullshit, basically. Good for you. Yeah. So let's see, what else? Water changing color. Does that mean something to you? Water changing color. Emotions changing and morphing into other emotions. I don't know. Let's come back to this one. You might have recently changed your mind about something. You were heading somewhere, and you were dead set on going that way, but at the last minute, you changed your mind, and it changed your entire timeline for the better, I'm hearing. Let's see, what else? Don't be afraid if something comes along, don't be afraid to lean into it. Don't be afraid to lean into it. A bunch of X's. Today's message is all over the place and kind of convoluted. Lots of moving parts. Maybe that's your life at the moment. A lot of moving parts. You're not sure where you should be putting your focus, or you are trying to focus, but you feel a little bit scattered. There was this symbol that formed on my table when I was having my coffee. And it was sort of like a crescent moon and a wand going. Hold on, I'm just going to show you. And a wand going through it. At first I thought it was like like a snake or something, you see? But then I noticed it was straight. So I feel like it's a wand from the tarot cards, a wand, which symbolizes passion, action, that kind of thing. And the moon, which symbolizes secrets, mystery, hidden things, fears. But it's a crescent moon, so it's almost like hidden things are going to be revealed with a lot of truth and passion, because they can't stay in the dark anymore. A lot of things have been hidden. And now it's time for them to be revealed. And there was also a kind of like energy going from the moon to the wand. It was almost like the wand was feeding from the moon. If someone fed on your energy or on your shadow, or fed your own shadow or their own shadow, something like that. If there was an energy exchange between you and another person, this is the situation that I'm talking about. This is the message. The message is that, the moon isn't full because someone drained you. Someone who's a bit reckless, someone who's a bit I don't know, someone of the world, someone. I'm hearing all talk and no action, even though it's a wand. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing. So someone drained you of your divine energy. That was probably the person who was playing games with you and putting you in third-party situations. And now you're recharging in some kind of way to replenish your energy. Affirmation verb. Replenishing your energy. That's good. I think that's almost all of it. There's a happy dog playing by itself, and it doesn't need other dogs to play. You're really comfortable and happy in your own energy at the moment, and you feel rejuvenated and so happy and refreshed after this whole mess with the person or the situation that you left, that you abandoned. It was the right decision for you. And now abundance is coming to you because you freed up the space. Right, that's the message. Your energy was being drained by someone. And now that you've detached from that situation, You have freed up space for more magical things to come. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you, seriously. And remember, there's big changes coming, like several big changes, or several small changes. I don't know. Something big is happening because there's a lot of fives. So I'm gonna add it to the title as well. And yeah, that's all of it. That was a lot. That was a lot of moving parts. Jesus. And oh, did I say changing water, changing color? Water changing color. Emotions changing. Emotions morphing. Emotions coming to the surface out of the unseen. Someone's going to show you emotion and you're not going to expect it. Okay, that's it. That's it, my dear, lovely friends. Hopefully this resonated. Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all those good things. And thank you so much for watching my videos and exchanging energy with me and sharing this amazing journey with me. I feel so blessed. Thank you. I love you. I'm going to see you next time, okay?